Oi, watcher, blokes and blokettes. In this video, I continue where I left off in the last one on Fiona the FiestaST's front end. Now for those of you that have been following me for a bit, you'll know that Fiona is the new girl. She's my new filly in the stable, and I've grown very fond of her. Not only is she orange, which is my favourite colour, she's fast and I know she's going to be fun. I will make sure to wear her often. Cue the music after this intro, be straight in the garage, attacking her front end, and I'll see you very soon. Watcher, blokes and blokettes, you're through to Oi Works. I'm the baldybritbloke and this is my YouTube channel. Oi oi! Oi oi! Please subscribe, please like, please comment, please share. Oi oi! Starting with a side view of Fiona's front end. Nice. Damage. This is Fiona's front radiator shroud and it's quite badly cracked. Needs replacing, as you can see. And moving around to the front of her now. Let's get this bonnet off. I feel I should explain something here. You'll notice I say things like garage and then garage and then hood and then bonnet. It's all gone a bit can English, I apologise for that. And let's get jiggy with it. Bonnet off. So now I'm going to move on to this bit. Try taking out this little quarter panel. And let's see if I can get this wing off today. I love these seats. I haven't sat in a seat like this for almost 20 years. No, I was 26. I'm old. So I am cutting the adhesive or sealant that holds this little front quarter light in. Trying to slice it out with a knife and a filler knife, and I realised it was much easier to get to with the front wing cut off. The one last retaining bolt for the front wing is handily hidden under this blasted little quarter light. Here I am doing my best impression of a guinea pig. Bosh bosh. This is that blasted little bolt I was talking about. Well, that was a chore and a half. This has moved back about 3 inches probably. Maybe it's not as much as that. It's showing the distance here, it's moved. This should be here. And it's pushed all these auxiliaries back. And it's pushed it back into the alternator and various other little bits and pieces. But I've looked at the alternator and it actually looks like it's been protected by the piping. It's acted as a shock absorber. So I'm 95% confident that none of this has been damaged, but obviously when they're quoting for an insurance they have to cover for everything. Anyway, that was all I was hoping to do today. I can access most of the part numbers now. There's a part number there, and once I've found this part number, that will take me to other related part numbers. This one shouldn't be too difficult to find because the reinforcing bar, as far as I'm aware, is exactly the same on the other Fiestas as well. Not only the ST, it's like a generic. Yeah, pleased with progress today. That window was a pain in the backside, but she's off now, so I'm going to tidy up. All right, let's get Fiona's front bumper all stripped down. Get the parts off that I'm going to be saving. Each time I take a front bumper or back bumper apart, I'm absolutely astonished at how firm a system of clips and interlocking profiles makes the bumpers. It's incredible. I have a feeling, well, I can see the previous owner has actually painted this blue because there's red underneath it. You see there? You might not be able to see because of the light. And like that, the grill is done. Let's get downstairs into the basement and prep and paint Fiona's new front rebar. You'll notice that I'm holding my cell phone on a flexi stand there. I was recording this while I did it and uploading it to Instagram. The Instagram handle is right there on the bottom of the screen. If you're not already following me, bounce over there and check it out. You'll have a bit of a laugh, daily shenanigans and updates on my builds. Enjoy, and I'll see you there soon. So this is grey primer coat. On the back of the rebar, the face that goes up against the radiator shroud. Getting Fiona so close to Christmas meant I didn't have much time for sourcing parts, so I made the decision to go with new parts on her. And here I'm applying the top coat or finish coat, and it's that beautiful orange colour, my favourite colour. Oi oi, blokes and blokettes, orange is the new black. And that's the back side of it complete. Give it a few minutes to dry. I'm going to flip it and I'm going to do the front side. Bish bash bosh, there we go, all sorted. Only got my jolly socks on. I'm going to leave it over a floor vent just to dry a little bit more and bake a little bit more. Then I'm going to take the masking tape off the stickers, the certification stickers, and you're going to come in the garage with me and start fitting it, pulling out the old one and putting this one in. That's going to be fun. Yay! Come on, no time for sleeping. Alright, it is chilly out here today, -7 outside, and if it wasn't for this little heat duct that I've got going in from one of the floor vents, it would be too cold to work out here, I think. So I'm just having a little butcher's underneath here, just to make sure that I have in my mind everything that needs to be undone. Well, I can't see any leaks under here. Torch on for a proper good look under Fiona. This is the issue, or it's not really even really an issue. What's happened is the whole of this compartment has shifted back in the impact by probably 3 inches down here, and it's caused this crinkle in the intercooler pipe. That will straighten out no problem at all once it's moved forward. The rest of it looks like it's just been pushed back. There's no damage, it's just resting against the sump of the engine and also the side of the engine. Once I replace this shroud around here, which is that thing over there, everything will move back. It may need to be bent back and helped back, but everything will come back to where it should be. This will straighten out. Should be good to go. The bracket for this is bent, which is no problem. I just have to be careful when I'm straightening it with these pipes, but they've actually got flex on here anyway, so that won't be a problem. And then I've just got these little bits here for the structural supports that run back to the bulkhead, the engine bay bulkhead, and that the front rebar attaches to. They're rusty, so what I'm going to do is sand them down quickly, give them a quick lick of paint both sides, that side and here. You can see how rusty it was. This is the old one, and it's actually bubbling, but that'll be off soon. Alright, let's crack on with it. I'm just taking a few pictures of where the various cables connect to, where the pipes run, where they're held against the shroud, just so when I put the new one in, I know where everything goes. Snappity snap snap snap. It's a good job these girls ain't camera shy, eh? E-pads on. First I take off the old damaged front rebar. Next I tackle removing the front intercooler. releasing and popping off the intercooler pipes. And intercooler removed. Okay, camera again. Gotta undo these two little bolts. And there's two here as well, exactly the same, the other side. Okay, the moment has arrived. The moment's arrived, I'm about to take this off. I think that's the one last retaining bolt I've got, or the one last bolt. It's not retaining it, but it's just holding it in place and stopping it drop. So, give it a go and see what happens. Sweet. There we go. Woo! There's a lot of rust coming out of her. Get some idea of the damage there. Huh. Now to unbolt the hood latch and the hood release. This is a fancy little clip system that retains the front shroud to the top of the radiator. It's pretty cool. Come on. Right, let's hoik this thing off. See, there's quite a nasty crack here. And a bad crack there. And it's cracked down here. But that has taken the main brunt for a lot of the impact. So that's pretty cool. I'll show you what I'm doing here. This was bent back, so it's come unclipped here, and all I'm doing is just bending it back gently into shape. I'm going to give this a very quick spray, just this face bit and this bit behind, if I can get to it. The same on that side. Mask it all off, paper it all off, just clean it up a bit, same this side. Just so that both the faces are fresh, they're not one rusty and one clean. Excellent, I am so flipping happy. Because once the new one goes on, after I've put the new shroud on, everything will pull back into place. This is just hanging now, which is brilliant. No damage here. I'm going to have to dash out and get some masking tape. I'm back. Got my masking tape. Put my gloves on, get a little wire brush, clean that rust off. Mask them up, and off we go. I just went and got a roll of masking tape, and this is the one that I was looking for. I turned the video audio off here because this is a brutal noise. The project for this evening is these two front structural support plates, and that's where the new rebar slots into and connects up to. So I've got to give them a quick spritz of primer, and then I'm going to give them a spray of top coat. It shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Primer down that side, now let's move over to the other. They are now both ready for the top coat, so I'm going to shake them up and get going. Top coat done, and the next day. Looking like some odd spaceship has landed in the garage. Now it's time to take off the paper sheeting and get her unmasked. Yeah, let's have a look, I'll show you. Let's have a little look. Nice and shiny. Nice and shiny. Well happy. Windshield washer fluid reservoir back in place. I'm just going to finish up swapping one of the bits from the old Shroud onto the new. Already got the latch just gently put in place. I've got to put the front support. There's a little metal support that goes down to the Crossmember here. I've got to just undo these bolts and put that on. Pop those little retaining clips back in place. Ta-da! How good is that? Move these headlight cables and connectors out the way to make sure they don't get in the way when I'm putting on the new front rebar. Okay, front Crossmember time. Oh, jeez, bit awkward. All lines up good. Now let's put the bolts back in. She's starting to take shape. Oh yes, she is. Good. So the radiator has now been pulled back to where it should be, the radiator and condenser with the shroud, so it's now back in its original position, which is excellent. Excellent, excellent. So it's not resting against the engine. None of the pipes are resting against anything, none of the cables. She's looking good. Looking good. Alright, now it's time to put the hood latch and hood release back on. That's it for a bit, time to stop for lunch. Alright, lunch is lunched. What I'm doing now is going to quickly put the intercooler back on. Shouldn't take too long. And then I'll be able to start her up, move her around. How cool is that? I'm going to chuck the door back on as well. That way the interior light won't keep flicking on and off. Ah! Okay, she's good, nice and firm. Oi oi, that was a bit Rudy Giuliani. Oh Rudy. Gonna put the horn back on. Okay, I'm gonna throw the door on. Now I'm gonna put the passenger side door back on. Sweet. Good. Finally, the horn goes back on. Where's Rudy? Now the bonnet prop. Sweet! Awesome. Well happy, that's a good weekend's work. And that, blokes and blokettes, is it for this video. Thank you for following along. In the next video on Fiona, I will be putting her front wing back on, the hood back on, and the bumper, and starting to line to make sure all the parts line up correctly. So be sure not to miss that one. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you like the content, tap the like button. Stay safe, stay well. It's 2021 now. I'll see you all very soon. Toodle-pip.